Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Morgan Options. Here I show you how to trade binary options. And today's strategies will be not stop. Before we get started, I just want to ask you one thing. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and put a like. Because I've never seen such a detailed guide like mine anywhere else. And of course, don't forget about my Telegram channel. Message me on Telegram and get even more useful information and start trading with me. So let's proceed to today's trading. All currency pairs with the most optional character of movement I have already analyzed and selected. Today I trade on intra-exchange quotations. Accordingly, it has a market OTC, and it means that on all currency pairs there is a high percentage of payments. A great opportunity to earn more money for the same number of transactions. Actually, for today's trading, I have selected the following indicators: Fractal with period 3, weighted moving average with period 15, and of course SSI oscillator with period 10. We will be guided today on the trend, also on the pullback dynamics, and watch for overbought and oversold areas. I will try to explain each trade in detail, so I think there should be no question. In general, let's start with a deal of $200. This is exactly half of my balance at the start, and all trades I will open as usual on the minute time frame. Let's get started, and I will select the first currency pair for the most optional entry into the deal. Let's try to open a down trade here. We have a new local high being formed. The moving line of my oscillator is now in the area of overbought. I think there should be an exit from this area. Also, there was a breakdown. I will mark it to you, and you also the formation of local high maximum. And here I am not oriented on the weighted moving average. There was no signal on it. Let's look at the result of the first trade. And the first trade is sure to close on in the plus. The crossing of the overbought area has taken place. The dynamic movement downward of the last candle, in general the correct opening level and opening timing brought me to the successful completion of the first trade. I will also open a trade of $200. And let's move on, and I will pick up the following currency pair. And here let's open a trade also on the downside. There is all the potential for further downward movement. Formed earlier, price pullback, and for the most part here the trend dynamics is downward. And after this pullback, I think that there is a prospect of further downward movement. Moreover, I think there should be a crossover of the weighted moving average from bottom to top, which will be my signal to open a trade on the downside. The only thing that confuses me here is that my oscillator's moving line has not crossed the overbought area yet, and that could be a hindrance. Let's see. Last seconds to go until the close. And at the last seconds, unfortunately, the candle showed an upward movement and I closed the trade in minus. Well, my assumptions were correct, as there was no exit and crossing of the overbought area. I probably closed the trade in the minus, but here also in the future I still move downwards. In fact, the trade was not bad either. A little wrong opening timing or the opening level caused me to fail. But that's okay, let's continue. I will now open the trade to maximize my balance and pick the following currency pair. Probably here I will open down in the direction of the trend dynamics. I don't think I will have a new local high again, as it has already been updated at this level. First, the candle movement has gone down, and there is a cross of the weighted moving average from the bottom to the top here, followed by a small pullback in the dynamics. Yes, this is typical, and just like that, I catch a good opening level and on the last candle and open in the direction of the actual trend dynamics. Let's see the result of this trade. And the trade closes in plus. Great, but here the opening was on the trend and not really. It's been a tough trade here. So let's keep going and I'll probably max out my balance again to get to a better profit. I'll have to take a risk, but I'm ready for the risk and the next trade will be picked up. Absolutely perfect from my side with detailed analysis. Let's continue and I will pick up the next currency pair. And let's open a trade down here, man. Not a quite good opening level. I was just interested in this level and maybe because of this trade, of course, I can close minus. But nevertheless, the logic of entering this trade is absolutely correct in my opinion. We had a reversal from the overbought area on my oscillator. There was a crossing of the weighted one. The moving average from top to bottom and also the formation of a local high I think should happen here. Let's look at this trade. We have about several seconds left until its completion. And also the trade closes in the plus side. Great! Let's probably go for the amount $392 and I will open the next trade. Here in general everything happened in the future as I said. There was an update of the high. The first dynamics of the movement went down confidently. So let's continue trading and I will pick up the following currency pair. And let's try to open a trade on the upside in the direction here, the actual trend dynamics. Of course, the entry point could have been chosen much better. Or already here it was necessary to be guided by the weighted moving average. But having analyzed the movement a little earlier, I can see I have local highs and global highs a few price levels higher. So I think that the dynamics of the movement will have to go up. I guess I wasn't hurried. Still, here it was possible to open a trade down, yes. There was an exit from the overbought area, yes. I probably made a mistake here. I didn't wait a little bit and opened the trade much earlier. I will risk my entire balance again and open a trade for $1,000 for a better profit. So let's go ahead and I will pick up the following currency pair. And let's try to open a down trade here. Not a bad entry point. There was a local high formed earlier and now it should be forming now, in fact. Local low, yes. It is logical, so the dynamics of the movement is going down. There was also a crossover of the weighted moving average from top to bottom. And in general, there was no such, obvious crossover oversold areas. So there is actually a downside bias. Let's see what happens. And actually, yes, as you can see, I was absolutely right. Let's watch the end of the trade. And the trade closes in the plus side. Great, good trading result for today. All in all, not really satisfying for me really is dynamics of the move. Yes, I would probably say quite complicated dynamics of the move for today. But overall, I did well and let's take today's result to the conclusion. The amount of today's profit will be $1,520. Withdrawal operation is successfully executed. This is how the trade for today turned out with using this strategy. I mainly use this strategy when I trade on OTC market here. But today, not quite like this. Once again, it was a satisfactory movement for me, but still managed. If you still have any question regarding the application of this strategy, in the description under the video you will be able to use this link to my Telegram and ask any question. I will try to help everyone. And good luck in trading, guys. See you soon.